Alright guys, welcome back. We're once again working on the Blazer. Nothing new about that.
Stublazer.
Stublazer. Yeah, that's the I guess that's the official name of it. It's gonna be Stublazer. But what I'm about to say kind of counteracts that. But it'll be okay. I've been looking at this, trying to figure out the best way to go about this. So I'm gonna buy that steering box from Colt. Everybody keeps telling me I need to buy. I already talked to Colt about it before this video went up, which would be yesterday, which was actually last Sunday, because this goes up when it's confusing. Today's Sunday, so the video, last video came out today.
This video will come up Wednesday.
Yeah.
So we should say Sunday's video, before that went up, we already decided to get the box.
Sunday's video went up, but as you guys, a lot of you guys have seen, Saturday's video, Colt went up. That steering box everybody keeps telling me to buy. I talked to him. I am buying it. He's going to ship it out on Monday or whenever the post office is open because of 4th of July and stuff. So, steering box is going to be flipped. I never liked this steering box here for a couple reasons. Main reason being is the winch plate. I had to cut it, and that took a lot of strength out of this. It might not have even bent as bad if this was tied all the way in, but I couldn't because this is here. That'll be fixed because the steering box will be moved back. But then the steering box, I can't move it back far enough to make it line up correctly. So I'm like, well, what am I going to do about that? I'm thinking about cutting stuff back here, you know, putting the steering box way back here. But I remembered I have another problem, is my track bar right there hits my harmonic balancer, or the pulley, it's the, whatever, this pulley. So when I'm bahawing it through the desert, an idiot, which I do quite often, it's bump stopped at like 3 inches right here to prevent that from hitting. So you're going bam, bam, just hitting bump stop constantly. But if I stretch the front axle 3 or 4 inches forward, it'll clear that. I'll have enough room to put this there. It'll line up good. And then I could do a full thing, heat, AC, radiator, winch, and have like that much departure. So it'll be a 0-degree departure angle, which is what I want. The only downside to that is it's going to be 3 inches longer, which doesn't sound like a lot, but I built this to be 115-inch wheelbase, and now it's going to be 118-inch wheelbase. Somebody tightened the hell out of these joints.
Wonder who that was.
Did it move or was
Yeah, it moved.
Everything moved, not the nut.
Oh.
This is extremely tight.
You're the one that tightened it.
I know, I didn't want to come loose, but now
You do this every time. You're like, I'm gonna go and tighten this. Crap! Who tightened this so tight? Owen, because Owen doesn't want anything to come off. You can see my little handprints on it. Well, that's so weird. Did you see the whole tire move inches forward? How do you know if that's 3 inches? I feel like that should have been more than 3 inches.
Tape measure. Holy crap.
Yeah. So I said, you moved it, I think, more than 3 inches.
Actually, that's only 2 inches.
What the? Okay, this is weird.
Should we try 2 inches at first?
Let's try 2 inches. Let's
well, once I lengthen the other side, this side will kind of move.
Okay.
And I gotta lengthen the top one too.
Well, I'll probably have to hold the link for you again.
Yep. So this one is reverse thread. So I need to go
Right instead of left, or left instead of
up.
I don't know now. Now I'm confused. Instead of lefty-loosey, it'd be righty-loosey.
Yeah. Because it's
Opposite thread.
left hand thread, yeah.
Yeah, so it's righty-loosey, lefty-righty, lefty-tighty.
Dang. Quick interruption before you guys get too far in this video. I just want to let you guys know I still have hats and stickers for sale on my website, owenbarley.com. So it helps me out a lot. It keeps me working on this thing, and it definitely helps. So thank you guys. Okay, so I just got it lengthened 2 inches, but before I show you guys that, I just wanted to bring you over here for a second. This guy's got a hand drill. Drill a hole into a rock. What's this rock for?
I'm making a shift knob.
There you go.
Because I just had this, so making a rock knob.
So when you guys need a shift knob for your car, what's the first thing you go for? A rock in the driveway?
Yeah, that's what I went for. It's a rock crawler, dude. You need a rock knob.
Okay. Pick up before you found the right one.
I'll leave him to that.
Okay.
You picked up 10 until you found the right one.
But so as you can see, it's stretched 2 inches. Which doesn't seem like a lot, but just look at that's where the bump stop used to hit, and it's definitely longer. So we'll see, but it does stick out the front now. Gives me more room, and once I move this forward, this will clear. This will be forward because this will be flipped and different.
And a new drive shaft.
So everything will just be moved forward a couple inches, and this will be moved back like 10 inches back here to where it usually would stock mount. So I could plate the whole width of this without a steering box being in the way, put my radiator in there, everything's gonna just fit better. The only downside is it's 2 inches longer, which isn't really a downside.
No, you have to make a new drive shaft.
It might be better in some areas, but it might be worse in some areas. So I think it'll be okay. So the wheelbase is 117 now. So it should be fine. It's only 2 inches longer, and once I put 42-inch tires on it, it'll be good. So
3 is probably too much.
yeah,
So
I don't know
you
if
were
I want to
thinking-
stretch it more.
Your first we were thinking 3 inches, but I think 2
Yeah,
is
I was first thinking 3, but I stretched it 2, and I think 2 should be enough. It might honestly be strong enough, because as you can see right here, that's only sticking out 1 inch now, because I built it short, because I'm weird about that kind of stuff, and I just like building everything as strong as possible. But
It's not bad.
the upper link,
Stays together.
as you can see, is out further than the can you even see that? Right there. The upper link is out more than the lower link, so I might have to lengthen the upper link about 1 inch, which wouldn't be a big deal because I have more of this right there, and I just cut it and sleeve it, and it's an upper link, so it doesn't need to be nearly as strong. But, so now that I got it stretched 2 inches, and I think it's gonna work, now I'm gonna continue to, I'm gonna pull the steering box out and
Chop it!
cut the front of the frame off. So
Chop more stuff off.
you don't tap that box. Dang.
Cool in the rock.
Shift knob. Just trying to get this steering box pulled out, and I forgot. With this steering box, I drilled and tapped the box so I could use bigger bolts. So when I get that new box from Colt, I'll probably do the same thing because it's worked really well. I'll just drill and tap that box for a bigger bolt. And it's just make it stronger. So I've broken a lot of stuff, so I make everything as strong as possible. Going places and going camping, I really need to. I'm gonna kind of like knock up this end a little bit so that it has something to talk to maybe. Hey, could you give me a hand real quick for Braden?
Yeah.
Okay, let's working at. Work goes a little slower when you're working with your niece. Just helping take the tire off. We haven't really got to that point yet, but we'll get there, right? We'll figure it out. Whoa! And she's gone again. Gotta take the tire off. See these? Yep, they're too tight right now.
Let me just stand here.
Maybe that one? Nope. What are we supposed to do? Just sit down and take a break. Seems like a good idea.
Oh, get my hose down. Now it's just to figure out. You really got me curious now. She's like, let me scoot closer.
Where's your dad? Where's your dad? Go help him. Oops. I'm losing pieces.
And the front end is off.
And there it is. So I stretched the front axle forward 2 inches and cut everything off. So the reason I went 2 inches forward is because now this won't hit that pulley. So that'll be better, because before it would hit that right there. So that's why this is bent like that, to prevent it from hitting. And so that was when I was going through like bumpy roads and whoops and stuff like that. I had it bump stop like 2 inches above the axle, so there's this constantly hitting bump stop. So now I should be able to baja this thing more like a trophy truck, which is what you want in a rock crawler. But, and it'll just give me a little bit of room to have this out here like that, where the steering box, because the pivot arm's going to go forward out to about here. So yeah, keeping everything else the same pretty much. Just new frame rails, new tube. Everything that's not here is getting replaced with new stuff. But everything that's here, except for this stuff, is usable. So, but I think we're gonna head home for the day. I don't really have the stuff I need to get this stuff done. So I'm gonna pick some of this stuff up tomorrow and get back to work on this. So I need to grind these down and cap off the end of these frames so I can weld in some new frame rails. So, but I'll be doing that tomorrow. So it is tomorrow. All right, and it's a new day. So first thing I'm gonna do is just take the plasma cutter and clean up this cut a little bit. I just cut it quickly because there was a bird's nest in the frame rail that was on fire. So I wanted to get the front off quick. But now I'm gonna go through and clean it up and then take a grinder to it, clean it all up, and probably go through, clean all this stuff up finally because I still haven't done that. And then cap this frame off, and then I need to go get some metal. Alright, so as you can see, I just chopped that off. Now it's a lot straighter. Still not perfect, but and then I went through and just kind of cleaned up a couple of the brackets just to make it easier to grind all that stuff down. I did that on this side and on this side. So this side is about 1/2 inch longer than that side. Just because the motor mount is slightly further forward on this side of the motor, but that won't matter. Yeah, it won't matter. I just thought I'd mention that in case someone sees it, you know, and they're like, oh, it's uneven. It'll be even. I know about it. Alright, so we just got back from lunch and now I'm gonna start grinding. So just clean up this edge and clean up all this stuff that I've been meaning to do, and really just take this tire off.
Yeah, probably make that.
Alright, so as you can see, I just got this side all, it's not perfect, but it's definitely a lot better. So now I'm going to grind down the other side and make some plates. Okay, so I got the other side all ground down and I made some caps out of cardboard, transferred over some 1/4 inch plate. So now I'm just going to cut them out and weld them on like that. so there it is. Not most pretty welds in the world, but they will hold. So that side's all plated off. And this side's all plated off as well. So, yeah, not too bad. If any of you guys need, so it's a Jeep Cherokee XJ box, drilled and tapped, ported for hydraulic steering, 6-inch ram and hydraulic hoses. This would bolt right into an XJ and give yourself hydraulic steering. So if you want that, let me know and I will sell it to you. If not, I'll list it on Facebook. Fortunately, that's going to be the end of this video. That's as far as I can really get because tomorrow's the 4th and then this video goes up the next day and I don't really want to be working on this thing on the 4th, and I also don't have the material I need, which I will be getting tomorrow and Wednesday to get some more work done on this. So yeah, it's coming along close. I gotta just add some frame rails here and get the steering box mounted, redo all the tube work, new radiator, fix all the AC stuff. There's a lot of work left, but I think it's gonna be pretty sweet. I don't know if I showed you guys or not, but this will go in front of that pulley now instead of hitting it, so I'll be able to baja through the desert like an Ultra 4 car. And I don't know. I'm excited to get this thing going again. I already missed driving it, so I'm gonna work on it as fast as I can and get it out in the trails again. So thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the next one.